1 in 3 families in this state face food insecurity. But how are you kind of witnessing families in the BGCB community kind of navigate this? What are they going through right now? What are you hearing and seeing from them?
It's over the last couple of weeks, it's been showing up and just talking to folks. One, just really getting families to talk fair, fair. And the fear is the fear of the unknown. They're scared, right? A few families where, things they talk about, like, Robert, I'm going to have to make decisions on like how am I like spending a few dollars, right? And the thing I'm excited about is months earlier that we like made sure that all of our memberships were free because we were talking about this before the whole SNAP thing. We wanted to release families of a financial burden, and I am so happy that we did that. Um, but how do we do it in a way that allows our families not to feel like they're victims, not to
Yeah.
feel like they've done anything wrong,
Mhm.
not to feel like it's charitable. So we're doing things in a way that we're engaging our parents group. That we're going to be doing meals, and we've had a bunch of big meals planned. We're doing it now, where we're just bringing communities and families in, so no one feels victimized. Um, we're providing gift cards. Boy, what we're going to do for Thanksgiving, over 1,000 turkeys to our family members and other things and gift cards. So the biggest thing is that we want our families to still feel like the club is the place you can count on, you can still depend on. They're going to be there for you, in which we are and we will. Um, and we want families to know that we're in this with them. So a lot of them are just scared and fearful, and our big thing is how do we engage and mobilize them to feel like they're part of our strategy of supporting other families is
Yeah.
as well.
You talk about like not feeling the guilt associated with it, or like feeling like this is their fault, right? Or like it's a problem, this is their problem. Um, and you talked about a call to action. And so
Right.
what is like your call to action, whether it's the private citizen who at home is going to watch this interview on TV, or it's someone in a position of power, a business? What is your call to action, and how to help support these families?
So one, I'll share a call of action, but if you don't mind, I'd love to share something quick. Why is this personal for me? I'm a welfare kid. I grew up on food stamps. I grew up receiving WIC. I grew up with the government like supporting us. I can't imagine what my mom, a single mom of six, had 6 kids, right? What would my mom have done if these things were cut, growing up in public housing? So I share this because it's not just, and I feel privileged that I'm in the role as the president and CEO of the Boys and Girls Club. But I know this from a personal end because it's affecting my family, my nieces, my nephews today. What are we doing as a call of action? One thing we're going to do is we're going to ensure that, again, we continue to feed our young folks healthy food, healthy snacks. We're going to extend that on weekends in feeding our young folks. We're going to be making sure on Friday nights, when our kids are leaving the clubs, we're going to be able to provide additional food and meals for them to have on weekends. Because what I need most folks to remember, during a school day, you get breakfast and lunch. And if you come to a club in the afternoon, you get a healthy meal. So that's 3 meals a day. Saturdays and Sundays, there's no school. Where
Mhm.
do those meals come from? So we're going to have to, and we're going to be providing meals on Friday nights for our young folks to have. We're going to continue to provide gift cards and ensuring that our young folks are getting that. We have a partnership with the Seaport Hotel is leading a food drive on our behalf, and 100% of the food is going to be donated to Boys and Girls Clubs families. We have Roxbury Community College that stepped up on November 23rd. And we're going to do a dinner for families in Roxbury, Dorchester, Mattapan of our kids. The Children's Museum on December 7th has stepped up to partner with us about doing Sunday suppers. So we're going to be doing Sunday suppers. We're going to be providing food. We're going to be doing gift cards. We're making sure for Thanksgiving they're going to have a meal and post that. We're going to be here for our families as long as we need to. And what's also important is for everyone to remember, even if the federal government just, again, like all of a sudden they make a decision that folks are going to get this SNAP benefits.
Mhm.
We still have an issue with food insecurity anyway. So we need to make sure that this isn't just a short-term thing. This is ongoing and long. And on December 6th, we're bringing together one of our clubs, probably 250 volunteers. We're going to actually bag 4 to 5,000 bags of food, fresh fruit, and produce, and we're going to deliver it that day to all of our clubs across, Boston and Chelsea for our families to have, like, again, bags of food. So we're going to be responsive. And I say this because we're strong, we're approximate in neighborhoods, we have staff. We're also a place that families can walk to and from because we're convenient. So we're stepping up. And I just think it's not just us. I think any organization, institution could do this. And we're asking folks, thank you for what you have given and have done. This is that moment. Can we just do a little bit more on behalf of our family and young folks?
What day is that happening again?
That's December 6th.
December
And
6th. Okay.
that'll be, yes, we'll make sure we can get you information. And our
Okay.
Blue Hill Boys and Girls Club, 4,000 plus bags of food. And then we're going to get them out to our clubs in Boston and Chelsea to get out to families right away.
That is, I could cry thinking about it. It's going to be amazing. Robert, I have so much, I have more than I need to work with. This was perfect and incredible. Thank you so, so much.